Going back at y'all again. I'm gonna be doing different videos on and off, but I ain't gonna be doing too many where I'm running my mouth, because it seems like, a lot of people don't want to hear all that talking. So, I either dance or I sing or I hum. I ain't finna be doing a lot of videos like this no more. It may be a lot of messages that I put in music and stuff, so you better get ready for something new, because I change up. I change up on you. But anyway, this message here is for those that like to see death to happen in the world. We all done been like this. We all done been to a point where we want to see everybody die. But just think about it. Just think if God destroyed everything before you changed your life, then that meant that you wouldn't have had an opportunity to change your life, because God done destroyed everything before you could. Same thing happened in the Bible with Jonah. Jonah got swallowed up by the whale. God was supposed to put this whole town to destruction and death. The town of Nineveh. They did a lot of killing and just slaughtering, just bloodshed, evil town. And maybe some of the inhabitants there probably had some type of potential to be saved. And when Jonah didn't want to go, he really wanted them to die. God was like, no, you can't do that, Jonah. He got swallowed up by, the whale. But at the same time, when Jonah got to the town, there was a flower there that protected him from the heat. And this plant that protected him from the heat, it was called a bottle gourd, that protected him from the heat. He viewed it as a precious thing, because that plant protected him from catching a heat stroke out there in the hot sun in the summertime. So when it died on him, and it wasn't able to be alive to keep him in the shade from the heat of the sun, he felt bad and felt compassion at the same time. Why? Because the same way he felt about that plant, which was a source of compassion, keeping him alive out of the shade, in the shade, out of the heat of the sun, that's how the Creator was showing a lesson to Jonah through nature, that, hey, you can't wish for the death of people, and then all of a sudden I see that there's a potential for them to be saved out of my compassion, and then try to turn my compassion around by not doing what I'm telling you, as if I'm going to override my compassion and destroy them when I know what's going on. No. The same way you feel bad and had compassion for that plant that was protecting you and giving you, shade from the hot sun, the hot heat. Well, my compassion for the people of Nineveh, even though you wanted to go the other way and wanted them to be destroyed, my compassion for Nineveh caused me, just like that plant, to put them in the shade or in the cool spot, so to speak, out of my anger and wrath, instead of destroying them. And we all need to remember that. We shouldn't be so quick to want to see the world destroyed, because just think, when you was at crossroads and you didn't know where to go, imagine if God would have destroyed the world then. A lot of people would be dead. But when people was at crossroads and stuck, and God could see that, instead of him destroying the whole world, he got more potential people to live in the world that's good souls that's finna change right now. So his compassion steps in, and then things work out. Despite what we want to see from our egos, from our evil hearts, and from ourselves that's unchecked, because we upset or we mad. That's why it's not good to be upset and get angry when you're dealing with situations of judgment, because you'll kill off everything and everybody, probably even some of your family members, and then you realize, damn, man, I ain't mean to do all that. I overdid it. My point exactly. So, learn to slow your asses down and stop thinking so fast and sit in silence, because the quicker you is to pay attention to things and you become slow to anger and slow to speak, you'll start to see a lot of things work out in life that you would have regretted if you reacted. Yet because you held your peace, man, it went good. I love y'all.